Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity.
Everybody has 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me first of all offer my condolences to the family who lost their loved ones yesterday, the ones who lost their loved ones 2024, the ones who lost their loved ones 2023, the ones who lost their last one in 2022. Mr. Speaker, I have noticed that the media has forgotten that we also lost loved people in Kisumu. Maybe because they come from Kisumu, they do not matter. But I want to offer condolences to every family who has lost a loved one. Mr. Speaker, Article 37 guarantees a right to demonstrate peaceably and unharmed. And Mr. Speaker, I'm one of the people who pushed for that article in the Constitution, and I will defend it with my life. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, it was very sad to see what happened yesterday. Mr. Speaker, ODM and Azimio have become the experts in demonstration, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, when we were doing that, we were called anarchists. Bare
fidelity to history.
Exactly.
You as truly here was with you in CORD and NASA.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
So it's not just ODM.
No, I've said ODM and Azimio and NASA.
Yes.
And CORD and all those. But the constant one is ODM. Mr. Speaker, for me as Millie Odhiambo, I can't cheat you. I thank God that I'm resting, Mr. Speaker. I don't think people understand what it means to go to the streets. I understand when the Gen Zs are writing letters to their parents saying may not come back. I would tell my husband that because they didn't know I'd come back. So let us be. You called us names, Mr. Speaker. You called us names. You said we are anarchists and all that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, but who is God? God creates balance. Mr. Speaker, you called us names when we were fighting for the same rights you are fighting for. Mr. Speaker, now, or that you said to be fighting for. Mr. Speaker, now instead what you are telling us is that Baba is eating and observing table manners. Mr. Speaker, if you can give me 1 minute, Mr. Speaker, because I was interrupted, or 2 minutes. Mr. Speaker, it's difficult to be Baba. You are damned if you do, damned if you don't. So, Mr. Speaker, we are only learning from the best. You have observed table manners since independence. Let people from the lake also observe table manners. For once, let us also observe table manners. And take over, and I've heard people saying that that in terms of demonstration, you've overtaken Baba, that we've been lying, that we want to, that no. I am glad to note that you have overtaken us. Please do it excellently. But Mr. Speaker, I want to say one thing, if you would allow me. Mr. Speaker, as a women's rights activist, Mr. Speaker, yesterday I left my house, not caring for my life. I went to State House when I saw on social media that State House was under attack.
State House girls. Give her 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When I saw State House girls was under attack, Mr. Speaker, I didn't care for likes. I condemned when the policewoman was under attack. Mr. Speaker, we cannot allow such things. Mr. Speaker, where we are attacking women, and then, Mr. Speaker, today in the morning in the WhatsApp group of FIDA, I saw something very disturbing, that women were being removed from motorcycles, they were being gang raped, and they were being, even in our time with our excellence, even when we were infiltrated, that has never happened. Never. Mr. Speaker, I said this and people condemned me as a Christian. Come, let us reason together. It's not about who is winning. This country belongs to all of us. Thank you.
George Murugara.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me also to...
Seeing the interest, I will reduce the time to 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Allow me kindly to empathize with the families and the persons who suffered fatalities yesterday, their properties damaged. This is abhorrent. It has nothing to do with Gen Zs, because we know for sure these youngsters were out to express themselves, but some hooligans hired by unscrupulous persons invaded them and decided to take things south. Honorable Speaker, I think always we must be the role models and examples. Even now we've been told ODM The members who are here, Junet Mohammed, Millie Odhiambo, are examples on how we should be demonstrating. Honorable Speaker, as I watch the leaders who went to the streets, including a former Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, and for once, I asked myself whether really this is what a former Chief Justice should be doing. I saw another former Vice President of the country, Kalonzo Musyoka, carrying a wreath to go and lay on behalf of those who had lost their lives. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But you do not lay wreaths on the streets to remember those who had passed on.
Order.
You
Order,
actually,
Jess Kambalu. Order.
You actually lay wreaths on the graves of those who passed on, not in the streets. So I wondered what Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was doing, especially to our young people who should be learning from him, emulating him on how we should be properly doing our things. As leaders, we are role models. We are not there to incite young people, misdirect them, or mislead them. We are there to tutor them to rights and the paths of righteousness. So, with all that, while the Gen Zs were right, our politicians were not right at all, and this is the time they should be called upon to account. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Robert Mbui.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also condemn in the strongest terms possible the destruction of property and infrastructure. And, but Mr. Speaker, we must be careful, because when you look at the way this motion is worded, we seem more concerned about the property that was damaged, and we are not talking about the 10 people that lost their lives yesterday. We are not talking about the 60 that lost their lives last year, right here in Parliament.
Order,
Mr. Speaker,
Robert Mbui, order.
Mr. Speaker.
Order, Robert Mbui, take your seat. Save his time. Save his time. Robert Mbui, I'm also sitting here and I listen. Let's have fidelity to facts. Millie Odhiambo next to you has eulogized all the dead up to 20 years back. Your neighbor there who moved the motion talked about the same thing. Kimani Ichung'wah talked about the same thing. So let's bear fidelity to facts. The motion is not just about what is written, but also what is going to the Hansard. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker,
your time was saved, so you have not lost.
Mr. Speaker, the motion is very clear. It doesn't actually talk about the 60 that were killed last year. It doesn't talk about the 10 that were killed yesterday. It talks only about the destruction of property. So, Mr. Speaker, it's important. It's very important that we be careful about this issue. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, is my deputy, who is not behaving very well also. Mr. Speaker, is he in order to mislead the House that we are in demonstrations, we have only lost 10 people, 60 people, when he knows very well we were with him having sofrias on our head, and we lost over 100 people on the road, Mr. Speaker, and he was part of us that time. Why is he not talking about those ones? Or because they are Luos, Mr. Speaker, and their lives don't matter. Luo lives don't matter in this country, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the minority leader knows that we also lost people from our region during all those demonstrations. So it's not about tribe. Mr. Speaker, we have to be careful not to trivialize a very serious thing. Now, Mr. Speaker, my concern is this, that this regime, unfortunately, seems to be curtailing rights that are enshrined in our Constitution under Chapter 4. Mr. Speaker, the first one is the freedom to demonstrate, Article 37. Yesterday, you know that the police were trying to stop our youth from demonstrating, which unfortunately is against the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the right to life, police bullets have taken so many lives, and that is against Article 26. Mr. Speaker, the freedom for movement, which the minority leader has talked about, that people are coming from other places, is a right under Article 39. And Mr. Speaker, also the freedom of media under Article 34 has to also be respected. These rights are being trampled upon.